Este viernes, el enviado especial de Estados Unidos para Medio Oriente, Witkoff, visita Gaza para conocer de primera mano cuál es la dimensión de la crisis de hambruna que se vive en el territorio. Una visita que servirá para definir la ayuda que Estados Unidos enviará para paliar una situación que muchos organismos califican de catastrófica. Desde Madrid está Pau Mosquera con todos los detalles. Pau, muy buenos días. Y cuéntanos qué puntos espera que visite y qué cambios puede provocar en la política estadounidense respecto a Gaza.
Buenos días, Ana María. Hablamos de la segunda visita que Witkoff realiza a Gaza desde que inició el segundo mandato presidencial de Donald Trump. Una visita que está realizando juntamente con el embajador de Estados Unidos en Israel, Mike Huckabee, y que esta mañana les ha llevado a uno de los puntos de distribución de ayuda humanitaria que se sitúa en Rafah, en el sur del territorio. La intención, como bien decías, es inspeccionar cómo se lleva a término el reparto de este material tan necesario para la población gazatí, informar de todo aquello que vean al presidente Trump y sobre todo ponerse a trabajar en un plan para seguir repartiendo más ayuda entre todos aquellos que lo necesitan. En ese sentido, destacaban esta mañana que a lo largo de los últimos 2 meses han repartido ya en Gaza cerca de 100 millones de raciones de comida. Ahora bien, como imaginarán, esta visita está generando sentimientos encontrados entre la población local. Uno de los habitantes con los que charlaba CNN manifestaba esperanza de que esta llegada de Witkoff sirva para dar un nuevo impulso a las negociaciones, para alcanzar así un alto el fuego y poder poner fin a esta situación de hambruna. Otra persona, en cambio, manifestaba que esta es una visita provocadora, un insulto, teniendo en cuenta los informes de los diferentes organismos que están señalando y apuntando hacia una hambruna de grandes dimensiones. En ese sentido, el Programa Mundial de Alimentos de las Naciones Unidas destacaba en jornadas anteriores que el 39% de la población de Gaza pasaría varios días sin comer y alrededor de medio millón de habitantes estarían sufriendo una situación muy parecida, si no igual, a la hambruna. De ahí que se esté haciendo tan necesaria toda la ayuda que es posible enviar. Destaca, por ejemplo, los envíos vía aérea que están haciendo países como España, que este viernes entregaba a través de 24 paracaídas 12 toneladas de ayuda humanitaria. Pero este sistema de envío no es el favorito de las organizaciones, quienes lo critican duramente. Señalaban esta mañana justamente desde la Agencia de las Naciones Unidas para los Refugiados Palestinos que enviar ayuda por vía aérea es 100 veces más caro que hacerlo por vía terrestre, eso es, entrándola con camiones, además de ser insuficiente e ineficiente, porque añaden que esta ayuda puede terminar en manos equivocadas. Por esta razón insisten que se les permita volver a ingresar por los diferentes pasos con los camiones que tienen pues detenidos a diferentes puntos de la frontera, que son cerca de 6.000, para poder realmente producir un cambio en esta complicada situación, Ana María.
People are starving to death in Gaza. They need urgently and immediately aid, says the WFP. Israel has dropped 43 aid packages into Gaza over the past few hours. This is according to Israeli military.
وقع علينا على الاسباس، صدقوا بالله الاسباس تبعنا كله طاح علينا وهي في عندنا جرحى، وهذا اعتبار انه موت. هذا مش دعم ولا للشعب اكل، هذا موت للناس.
المساعدات بتكفي الشعب؟
والله ما بتكفي. هذه مثل نقطة في بحر.
وإيش تتمنى؟
يعني بتمنى إنه الجميع يزودوا من المساعدات.
هاي من المساعدات، سكاكين بيضربوا فينا الناس. كلها عشان كيلو رز. كلها عشان كيلو رز روح فينا الأولاد. هيو عشان روح كيلو رز.
ما روحتش ولا حاجة؟
بسكوت وواحد مكرونة.
هذا روحته لأولادك؟
هذا هو اللي روحته لأولادي. هيو. وهي الدم. هيو.
Baby Zainab, cradled in her father's loving arms, fought for life as long as she could. Her tiny, emaciated body, a now silent witness to Gaza's new horror, malnutrition. Once a happy, healthy baby, dead at 5 months old. She passed away as her mother carried her to the hospital for a checkup. This is her photo before she got sick, she says, and this is the medical referral. My daughter suffered greatly from her illness, malnutrition and a lack of milk due to the closure of the crossings. A little over a week ago, CNN saw Zainab in hospital, alive.
How old is she?
She's 5 months. How much she weighs? 5 months old.
What is her weight?
The dish was in her.
British doctor Nick Maynard was helping treat Zainab. He was on one of his many life-saving missions to Gaza and was recording a video diary for CNN.
There have been 4 newborn babies in the last couple of weeks who've died as a direct result of malnutrition. Their mothers were too malnourished to produce milk. There are inadequate amounts of formula feed.
Zainab's wizened skin and bone body was clinging to life, and there was hope. After CNN's report, Zainab was offered a medical evacuation abroad. Her father, clutching her dead body, tells us her referral was ready and we were waiting for the crossing to open. But she found peace and rose to the heavens. We did everything we could. According to her doctors, she had no underlying medical conditions. Cases like hers increasingly common, he says.
I came to the hospital as a body because of severe starvation and unavailability of the special formula for milk that it is suitable for here. This is one of the examples for not allowing and for closing borders against milk and against special formula of milk for children.
More than 120 dead in Gaza from malnutrition, he says. 2/3 of them are children because they're more vulnerable. Israeli officials say they abide by international law, allow aid into Gaza and blame Hamas for the shortages. Baby Zainab never knew any of that, or about a ceasefire or negotiations over meters of land, or numbers of hostages and prisoners to be exchanged. She came into the world innocent and left it the same way. Her parents' lives heavier, carrying the loss and what might have been. Nick Robertson, CNN, Jerusalem.
Each of these bright lights come from a sophisticated U.S. intercept missile system known as THAAD, being used for the first time in a war to defend Israel as Iranian ballistic missiles rain down. A CNN investigation found that the U.S. military cut deeply into its stockpile of THAAD missiles, launching more than $1.2 billion worth of the interceptors in just 12 days, and burning through these crucial defense weapons much faster than they're able to make them. When Israel went to war with Iran, it came under the most sustained attack of ballistic missiles in its history. Unless intercepted, those Iranian projectiles can take out entire apartment blocks. Israel shot most of these down, and the U.S. military stepped in to help with the THAAD. As Iran launched its missiles towards Israel, THAAD, along with Israel's Arrow 3 and the U.S. Navy's own SM-3 interceptors, sprang into action. Where other systems faltered, American troops on the ground launched THAAD, destroying the incoming missiles just outside the Earth's atmosphere. We know from sources that more than 100 THAAD interceptors, as many as 150, were used during the war. But only 11 THAAD missiles were commissioned by the U.S. government last year, according to official budget numbers. 12 are being built this year. And in 2026, production is expected to ramp up to 37, meaning it could potentially take years to replenish the stockpile used against Iran in less than 2 weeks. And it's not just hard to replace, it's expensive. THAAD launches cost around $12.7 million a pop. A THAAD interceptor missile is over 20 feet long and weighs around 1,500 pounds. Each system takes more than 95 U.S. Army specialists to operate, making it one of the most complex weapons in the U.S. arsenal. We spoke to several former defense officials who say that the war has only deepened a problem that the Pentagon has faced for years. Stockpiles are dropping. We need more. We need them faster than they're being built. There's not enough systems, there's not enough interceptors, and there's not enough production, and there are not enough people working on it. Analysts say the stockpile depletion could impact U.S. air defenses where they may be critical, in the Asia-Pacific region.
The idea is that China can erect an anti-access area denial bubble to keep the US Navy at arm's length in the event that it wished to intervene in, for example, Taiwan. From a narrowly military standpoint, the Chinese are absolutely the winners here.
Pentagon Press Secretary Kingsley Wilson said the U.S. military is, quote, the strongest it has been and has everything it needs to conduct any mission, anywhere, anytime, all around the world.